it was terrible. I had my house firebombed. I had my friends threatened. I was even followed by two Mossad agents who came over from Israel specifically to follow me around during the time of my trial. I was informed by my cousin, who had been informed by a gentleman who was the head of the Massachusetts State Police. And when we were younger, we grew up and we played with that gentleman who was the head of the State Police. At any rate, he called my cousin. He says, because of the fact that Freddie is facing the court now, I can't communicate with him. He says, but I'd like you to get a message to him. We've been advised by the State Department and by the CIA and by the FBI that there are two Mossad agents in Malden. We don't know what they're doing, but they're being watched. Well, I was unaware of this until she told me, and for about 3 or 4 days I was being followed, and I didn't know why I was being followed. Well, at any rate, after I found out the day following that, I was being followed again by a vehicle with tinted windows. I think it was a Cadillac or some such thing, and I got into a semi-rural part of Malden, and they followed me up the hill, and I spun my car out and blocked the road. At that point I got out of the car and I went down to the window, and I pounded on the window of the driver's side. The gentleman rolled the window down. There were two very dark complected, I guess they were Jews from Israel. They could have been Arabs, but
Right.
you know, they were Middle Eastern types. At that point I reached inside my jacket and I pulled out a .45 caliber pistol, and I touched his nose with it, and I asked him what he wanted. Well, the two gentlemen in the car, as dark complected as they were, turned white. And the next thing I know, they put the car into reverse, floored it, went up over the curb, hit somebody's fence, spun around and took off down the street from whence they came. And I guess they didn't want some kind of an incident, because I was legally carrying a firearm, I was legally protecting myself. They wouldn't have looked too good if in the news media.
Oh, absolutely.
And with the police, if they're foreign agents of a foreign government,
sure,
following somebody around.
Yeah, yeah.
So that was the last I saw of them. I think they finally figured that I was a little too crazy to deal with.
Now, wait, what year was that about?
I must have been about 60, that must have been about 93,
Okay.
94.
Right.
It was before I went to California.
Okay.